The cattle industry isn't the only part of livestock sector lower on inventory. Hello once again, I'm Susan Littlefield with the American Ag Network. Jim Matheson is Executive Director of the National Bison Association. He says that producers are in a similar situation.
We've been beating the drum about our great product and how it's uniquely American. All bison in the commercial marketplace is raised in America and Canada and nowhere else. Obviously a great protein option for folks out there with an unbeatable nutritional profile, and it tastes great. So I think honestly folks are really just catching on. We've been doing a lot of consumer outreach. We've talked about the big bump we saw in consumer demand after COVID when people started experimenting with bison a bit more. And since then, we really hit the consumer outreach piece pretty hard, doing a lot of in-person events once we could go back out in the world and do in-person events, which continues through today.
He talks about what's driving the increasing demand for bison.
From a macro view, very similar to the cattle industry. We are at a very tight supply still in our business, very similar to low inventory of cattle right now, which is having an impact, of course, on pricing, etc. Meanwhile, and this is kind of a new one for us, consumer demand is just growing like crazy for bison. It's really caught on, and we've had these shortages before. However, this time we didn't have the pent-up demand for it like we do this time. And on top of that, with cattle prices being so strong, typically when we would hit high prices like this, we would see transition, of course, from cattlemen crossing over to bison, which we're not seeing so much this time because of those great cattle prices, and we're happy for those producers as well.
He also said that they do import a good amount of animals from Canada, but the inventory is low in both countries. And finally, milk production in the 24 major milk producing states in June totaled 18.5 million pounds. That up 3.4% from June of last year. I'm Susan Littlefield.